it's Stephanie here, and today I have a video using the February Simon Says stamp card kit, and I'm going to create some bottle cap magnets that I recently created for the Simon Says Stamp Valentine's Day blog hop. You can check that out on my blog or at Simon Says Stamp for the link to that. And I had a lot of questions about how I made the bottle caps, so I'm just showing here right off on the video how I'm flattening the bottle caps. You just want to use, for the big shot, you want to use your multi-platform, all tabs closed, with a bottle cap facing upwards. Then you need to use a rubberized mat and then one of the clear cutting plates, and then just run that through your big shot. It'll go through no problem. You just want to make sure you're using the soft bottle caps. The ones that I've linked down in this blog post will flatten perfectly. And as you can see there, that is what it comes out looking like. It's completely flat, but you still have the inside of the bottle cap that you can put whatever you want in to create the magnet. So now that we've got it flattened, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I create my insert pieces for the magnets. So this white is just white cardstock. I just use that because there's a little bit of a groove inside the bottle cap, and it just helps to reinforce, especially if you just use thin paper. So I'm just using Be Creative tape inside the bottle cap just because it has a really great adhesive and it'll help hold that cardstock circle in. You want to make sure you use a good adhesive for this part if you're going to use glossy accents to fill the bottle cap, because what will happen if you don't is the paper sitting inside of the cap will actually lift up when the glossy accents gets put inside of it. So you just want to make sure that that's stuck down really well. So what I've done there is I just have another circle that I cut out of some of the pattern paper that comes in this month's kit. I just adhered that to the cardstock circle, and now I've just put all of that into the cap and pushed it down so that I know that it's adhered really well to the inside of the cap. Now for this one here, I've decided to put one of the little wooden hearts that comes in the kit. I'm just adhering that down onto the paper with some glossy accents underneath, and then I'm going to fill in the rest of the bottle cap with the glossy accents, which is what gives you your protective coating. And then the actual heart in the center, I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to cover that part. I'm going to let that stick up a little bit just for a little bit of dimension, and it looks kind of neat once it all dries together. So now I'm ready to go ahead and put the glossy accents into the cap. So what I like to do is squirt it out on some paper, just a scrap piece of paper, just to make sure that I have all the air bubbles out. And when you go ahead and put it into the cap like I'm doing now, you just want to take your time and put it in really slowly. This just helps prevent air bubbles. You're still going to get some, more than likely, but this just prevents you getting a lot of them and having to work them all out. So now what I'm doing is I just have an old paper piecing tool that I just use for this purpose, and I'm just spreading the glossy accents out so that it goes right down into the edges between the paper and the side of the bottle cap, so it's completely filled with the glossy accents. And once I get that all completely moved around so that it's filling the whole space, I'll just use the tip of the paper piercer and go ahead and pop and remove any of the air bubbles that might be in there, and then set it aside to dry overnight. So now I'm going to actually create a card featuring some bottle cap magnets that I made ahead of time so that they'd be dry for the video. So what I did is I just went ahead and made my card base and measured out 3 circle areas that the bottle caps will fit inside of, and I just went ahead and pre-cut them and got everything ready so that it'd be ready to go for the video. And now I'm just adding some cardstock paper strips as well as one pattern paper strip from the same paper that I used for the original bottle cap magnet that I just created. So I'm just adhering all of this to the card. And the idea behind this card is kind of like a bridesmaid type card for someone, for like a friend or whomever's in your wedding. This stamp set really looked to me like something that you could use for like your girlfriends or like a wedding type idea. So I just used for a special day that stamp set there. I had originally stamped that on the card base. It messed up and didn't stamp very well, so I ended up restamping it onto a pre-cut banner just made out of white cardstock, and I covered that up with that, and I actually ended up liking how that looked much better than the original stamping that I did. And then I'm just going to add a little staple there with my tiny attacher. Sorry, I went a little off camera there. So that completes the front part of the card, and now I'm just going to go ahead and adhere my magnets that I've already made into where the holes sit so that the card can still open freely. So as you can see, these ones are already made and dry. I made them last night so that they would be ready for to put the card together in the video today. And I did the same idea as the one I just created. I made one with the wooden heart and just put that right in the center and then filled the around it with the glossy accents. So you still actually see the wood part of the heart showing through once everything's dry. And then I also did two where I took a butterfly die cut. I think it's from Amu Studio. It's just a set of butterfly dies that I have. And the smallest one fit perfectly inside the bottle cap. So I just used some more of the pattern paper from the kit and cut out those butterflies and adhered them to my pattern paper circle before I put the glossy accents over top. And now I'm just going to go ahead and I just have some pieces of magnet. I think I just got these at the dollar store. And I just cut them into pieces small enough that they would fit on the back of the bottle caps. And once again, sorry I went off camera. But I'm just using that same Be Creative tape and adhering the magnets to the back of the 3 bottle caps that I've made so that they're actually magnets now. And then what I did, I didn't show it on here, is I just used repositionable adhesive and put a little bit on the back of the magnets to adhere them to the card. It actually holds pretty well, so and then that way they can be removed and they can be used on a fridge or wherever someone wants to use them. So anyway, that's how I created them, and that's my card, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.